Hi, it is Thursday, the 27th of April, 2017, and here we are for day 27 of SSSVEDA, where I vlog every day in April. And as much as I've loved it, I'm ready for a break. So, just a few more days. Let's see, 3 more days after today. Okay, so today I'm going to answer another viewer question. So Dee Dee was asking me about my experience as a hospital chaplain and what I miss about it. So let me give you a little backstory. So I'm trying to think where to start. So even as a like preteen and teenager, I was feeling a call to ministry, but I did not know what that was going to look like. I really thought that my options were to be married to a preacher, to work with kids, or to be a missionary. And those are all well and good and great things to do. And I tried to, I married the Hubs, and he has served as a minister in several different churches and such. And so, yeah, I did that, and I think I did it successfully. I worked with kids a lot. I love kids. I love kids so much. I don't enjoy working with groups of them. Yeah, that's just not my cup of tea. Give me a wee babe and I will hold that little one for hours. Put me with 1 or 2 little ones. I can do that. More than that, that just doesn't work. So, yeah, and I never served as a missionary, but that could happen. So, fast forward a number of years, and I was even more strongly feeling this call to ministry, but still I didn't feel like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I know this is going to be really random, and y'all are going to laugh at me because I think everybody I've told this story to laughs at me. But I loved the TV series ER, where it was, in the hospital, and yeah, and I know. But it was on that show that I first saw a woman serving as a hospital chaplain. And all of a sudden, light bulb went off, and there was fireworks and all this, and I was like, holy crap, that's it. That is what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I just felt such peace about it, and I just knew. So I had started working on a Master of Divinity degree in spiritual care, but still at that point didn't know what I was going to do. And then it was while I was working on this MDiv that the light bulb moment happened. And so I continued with my MDiv and did some volunteer work as a chaplain at a local hospital. And just before I graduated with my MDiv, I was ordained. The Hubs and I were actually ordained together, which was amazing. Yeah, it was lovely, and so special to us. And then once we finished my MDiv, Russ and I both finished our MDivs, we moved to Houston, Texas. Now, prior to this move, I had been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, but had no health insurance, and so I was not getting care for it. And it was while I was working as a hospital chaplain that it got so severe that I ended up in a wheelchair and unable to work. So my time as a chaplain is kind of shadowed negatively by that. But what do I miss? What I miss is walking with patients and families during extremely difficult times, and or happy times for those moms that are coming into the hospital to have their wee ones. But I miss being able to be in that relationship with patients and with their families, and also with the staff of the hospital, the doctors, nurses, etc. My main unit of the hospital when I was a chaplain was the neonatal intensive care unit. And being able to walk with those moms and dads through what was very, very difficult times. It was hard. I will not lie to you. It was some of the hardest things I have ever had to do in my life, but also just felt so amazing and blessed to be able to do that. Now, what I don't miss, the insane hours, because I had to do overnight on calls. There, we had to have at least one chaplain in the hospital 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we had a sleep room at the hospital, and we would like rotate. And so I would have to be overnight in the hospital probably between 4 to 6 nights a month. And there were nights where I didn't even ever make it to the sleep room to try to sleep. There were nights where the pagers went off 50 gazillion times, getting woken up from sleep, all that. So I don't miss that. I don't miss the insane hours. And this is only my experience, but I do not miss living in Houston. The climate there, the extreme heat combined with the extreme humidity, was a big part of what made my health go downhill so quickly. So that I know is not an experience for everyone, but yeah, so that was my experience as a chaplain. Will I ever do it again? Probably not in a full-time capacity. Even though my health is so much better, I do not think that I would be able to work a full-time job out of the house, which is why it's so great that I can work for myself designing knitting patterns. But I would like to like even maybe just on a volunteer basis serve as a hospital chaplain. Things are not set up that way here in Edinburgh, because I did check into volunteering as a hospital chaplain, and things are not set up for that to happen, which is kind of a bummer, but because I would have enjoyed that. But we'll see where we are next and see if that opportunity is available, and if so, I would love to try to do it. So thank you, Dee Dee, for the question. I hope I answered it. If you have further questions about it, Dee Dee or anybody else, if you have further questions about my time as a chaplain and my experience, feel free to post them below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will be back tomorrow. What am I going to talk about tomorrow? My perfect day. So I will see y'all tomorrow for that. Have a great Thursday, and there's a new episode of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast up now, available for you to watch, episode 240, in which the words are handcrafted. And we have a special guest, and we talk about coffee and musicals and Lost, and it's a good one, so go check it out. All right, until tomorrow, bye.